Saying things people already know out loud is tight.
Avada Kedavra.
You park in front of your house, I park in front of my house.
This is
Hey!
truly delightful. Oh, have we started already?
What's up, everyone? It's Adam from FWCI and Velma. Let's check it out. I've heard so many things about this series. Not all of them good. In fact, most of them have been bad. I've seen people just reacting to the pilot just to see how bad it is. Usually, I don't like to dogpile on these kind of things. I think the writers and staff that work on these things obviously work very hard to do something that they think people will like. But I'm going to check this out with a non-judgmental, unbiased, just to give you guys an example. I've heard a lot of bad stuff about Thor, Love and Thunder. That doesn't impact my enjoyment of that movie whatsoever, so I'm not the kind of person that really gets caught up in, oh, this person that I look at on YouTube thinks that this is terrible, therefore I now think it's terrible. I've never been like that. I always try to sort of, make up my own decision, which is exactly why I'm going to react to the pilot here. If this ends up being a really entertaining show and the views do really well, then I'll probably continue on with it. But at this point, I'm just checking this out of pure morbid curiosity because I've heard a lot of bad things and I want to see for myself if it's as bad as people are saying it is. Before we get into it though, in preparation of this, I just watched the HBO Harley Quinn show. I watched 3 or 4 episodes of it, which I hadn't seen before. I really like Harley Quinn. I know that had a similar kind of reception from what I saw anyway. People thought it was a little bit too needlessly kind of mature in a way, I guess. And I enjoyed the Harley Quinn episodes that I watched, but I thought there was just so much swearing in it. It was an unnatural amount of swearing and it came across as really inauthentic by the end. Just every single character in that show is just F this, F that, just constantly the entire episode, every episode. And that kind of takes away from the good things I like about it. Clayface, for example. That's a great version of Clayface. I'd love to see more of that kind of Clayface in real action movies and stuff like that. So Harley Quinn was a bit of a mixed bag. I could definitely see the criticism, but as a huge Batman and Harley Quinn fan, and apparently Clayface fan, I still enjoyed what I saw on it anyway. So we're going to check out Velma. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Let's see what's going on. I do like Scooby-Doo. I grew up on Scooby-Doo.
And this is my origin story.
Okay.
And if they are about girls, it's usually hey, what made this hot chick go crazy? Soda Remedy.
I don't know, is that accurate? Is that still what they're doing in movies? I feel like I've seen a lot of good female characters have good origin stories as well. But let me know. Maybe it's something I just haven't noticed.
Have you ever noticed how pilot episodes of TV shows always have more gratuitous sex and nudity than the rest of the series?
Oh my god, I have.
So true.
That's how we learned what Rachel Brosnahan's boobs are.
Okay.
And sex sells. And in today's overcrowded market, you need a hook.
What? Okay, this is a scene that I heard people talking about. And it's weird. I don't know. Somebody said oh, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek scene, but it's a pretty long tongue-in-cheek scene, and I don't know. I can already see the tone that this is taking, and it's a bit fucked up.
Pervert! Never!
I don't know. What is the point of this?
A bitch. Velma? What the hell? You almost killed me.
Velma came in there and belted the living shit out of that woman. Alright, so far I like the idea of this, fleshing out one of the... That's probably a bad choice of words. Fleshing out, one of these characters that everybody's known for a long, long time. But, I don't know, the humor in this scene feels kind of lowbrow. Is that... that's the first time I've ever said that phrase, that something was lowbrow. It just... it feels like this is appealing to, a very young audience, but it's also really not that appropriate for a young audience as well. I don't know, this is strange. This is really fucking weird. This is way weirder than Harley Quinn, that's for sure.
I don't solve mysteries. Not anymore.
Why do you not solve mysteries anymore, Velma? Tell us the story.
Then you're screwed.
Oh, okay, that went nowhere. Got it.
I have a disease where I can't recognize people who aren't hot. My doctor says it's basically sickle cell for rich guys.
Okay, so Fred is just a complete douchebag in this one. Got it.
Not now, Daft. Jeez.
Then when, Fred? When?
Whoa. Is Scooby-Doo going to be in this, or what? Or what's going on? I'm guessing not.
People only think you murdered Brenda because you...
We're voted most revengey in the school yearbook. I know. Oh, those yearbook guys have no idea.
Velma's the most revengey? I don't remember that being a part of her character at all. I kind of remember Fred being a little bit, like, kind of in love with himself, but... I don't know, was Velma like a jealous, like, arsehole?
If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it, my pony.
A funeral version of Genuine? Good lord.
She was the rare slut that did not deserve to be murdered.
Okay. What a moving eulogy there. Whoever the fuck that was.
Nope.
That's a...
Damn, Dilf City. Sorry, continue.
No, I get it. And I want to be as manly as him, but since Brenda died, I can't stop crying like a total puss.
Wow, Fred. Great guy.
And from that day on, she'd give me little mysteries to solve while she worked and smoked.
And then died of lung cancer? Was that where this is going?
My mom felt so bad for me, she ran out to buy something I could unwrap Christmas morning.
And got killed that way.
That was the last time I ever saw her. Except for her glasses and a single wrapped gift for me.
Was the old man having an affair?
I started having horrifying hallucinations.
So it's her mum's... that thing, yeah.
Velma! There you are!
Norville?
Norville? Isn't that Shaggy? Christ. That's graphic.
Something bad happened to her, and it's my fault. Because if Mom just left us, it means she didn't love us, which is insane. Sure.
You might have to learn to accept this, Velma.
My eye!
Oh, really? She's just...
My book!
What?
My idea juice!
The eyeball keeps falling out. Fucking hell. Open the present, you moron. And stop eating French fries out of the fucking bin.
Are you an exchange student from a more sexually liberated country?
Just a ploy to make us think you're not a brain-removing serial killer anymore.
No, it's not.
Whoa. Whoa! Those things are fucking heavy, man.
We spoke. And yes, while it was awful, I learned this is not a creature capable of murder. Nay.
Fred just committed a murder. Cut that man's leg off.
Hilarious. We've been dating for a year and he still won't even take his pants off.
A year?
Uh-oh. Is Fred gay?
What?
I'm bored.
Norville, get off my jock and let me solve.
Bored. Go do some drugs, mate.
Oh, wait, this isn't so bad.
No, it's not bad, Velma.
But it's good.
There it is. What were they saying at the beginning? Like, isn't every female origin story about what made this chick go crazy? Was that not exactly what we're looking at? Was that the point they were trying to make with that?
Stop! You can't die!
Why? I'm weird and no one likes me.
That's not true. I like you.
No, you don't. You're like a brother to me. That's hilarious.
Wow.
Wait, Norville, your joke worked, you genius. Keep making me laugh.
Wow.
Ace is why I get up in the morning.
That's perfect.
So she went from crying that nobody likes her to, like, laughing at the fact that this person admitted that they think that she's pretty good. That's pretty fucked.
Velma. Brenda also photographed this.
He shaves his legs.
I haven't finished going through puberty yet. I'm a late bloomer.
Oh.
How else are my features so boyishly delicate?
His balls haven't dropped yet? Is that what he's dealing with?
I'm just gonna do to you what I did to Brenda.
Fred is the murderer? He can't be. Surely.
Wait, you think I killed Brenda?
You just said you were gonna do to me what you did to her.
I meant pay you to keep quiet. I'm innocent. I'm too much of a boss to kill someone.
He got hit in 2 major arteries. He would be dead by now.
Yuck, that is one mystery I don't want to solve, right?
Why are they in the recycling?
Velma, you should see this.
It's gonna be like her mum's head or something. Oh. Okay, that was a interesting show. It has potential. I can see why they made it. The idea of making it like a really legitimate like mystery to like solve, if they lean into that. Like they mentioned Riverdale earlier in this episode. I thought the first season of Riverdale, even though it was super cheesy and it felt like it was very much aimed at like high school kids, the mystery and the way that played out was really, really good. So I feel like if they leaned more into that, this could have legs. But the tone of this is all over the place. Like there's like Fred getting shot in the leg, he cut that other guy's foot off, and then they're investigating a murder, but nobody cares that Fred severed somebody's foot. Like that is, if you're gonna play in the world of like the surreal and cartoonish levels of things going on, then you need to at least stick to some kind of consistency with that. And I just thought this was all over the place. So let's have a look at the cast for this. Mindy Kaling was Velma. Again, I can see what they were trying to achieve, but it wasn't good. She just wasn't funny. I didn't think the performance was really that good. Mindy Kaling doesn't have a specifically memorable or unique voice that can carry that character. I don't care that they made Velma brown skin now. That doesn't bother me at all. Although her entire existence seems to still be that of a white person, if I'm being completely honest. Like, if you just made her dad a different skin color and you made Velma a different skin color, it wouldn't change this show at all so far. Again, I don't know if they're going to go into it a little bit further later on, but I didn't get into but the one thing I will say though is it looks amazing. The animation that they've been doing lately I think looks just fantastic, and that alone kind of gives it something that appeals to me. I'm a very kind of visual person like that, but I don't think I'm going to be watching any more episodes of this unless I've just got it on in the background or something like that. Shaggy was like the comedy relief for the Scooby-Doo cartoons, and now you've got like a real that's supposed to be real funny, and Shaggy was like the least funny character in the whole thing. Again, it's not so much that they've made him like anti-drugs at this point. He's just not a funny or interesting character at all. So sorry, Sam Richardson, but that character did nothing for me. Constance Wu is Daphne Blake. Oh, okay, so that's why they made that joke about race blind casting. Is that what it was? Daphne's pretty shitty in this as well, to be honest. Like, she's very, very superficial. I guess they're telling the story of like school kids, but are we supposed to hate Daphne and Fred in this one? Speaking of Fred, Glenn Howerton, I didn't even pick up on that voice. Weirdly enough, that seems like perfect casting when you think of what Dennis Reynolds is like in Always Sunny. But Fred was probably the weirdest character of all of them. Like, he just didn't make any sense. His whole story is just awkwardly, it's not even funny, it's just awkward kind of thing. Like, I didn't feel any kind of connection with Fred at all in this entire thing. Frank Welker, William Jones, I don't know who that is. Debbie Ryan is Krista, Shay Mitchell. Why is Carl Anthony Towns in this as Jacques Beau? Don't even know who that is. And Weird Al Yankovic is Dandruff Tuber. Okay. Oh, Melissa Fumero is Sophie. It looks like there's a whole bunch of other characters still to get to in this show, but my overall opinion on this is I can see why people are upset about it. I don't know why it got renewed for a second season. I heard that happened, which that's really, really shocking because the show is kind of polarizing. It seems like people hate it or they must really, really love it, but it doesn't seem like it's that well put together. Like, again, visually, the artwork looks amazing, but the story, the characters, the writing, the tone, all of that just falls flat. It was not very good. I'm not going to be continuing on with this again unless it's in the background somewhere, but let me know in the comments. What did you guys think about this? Are you going to continue on with this? Does it get better as the series goes on? Let me know if you have watched episode 2, but from what I've seen here, this show seems to be something they've made for, like, I don't know, I'm going to say the lowest common denominator, because that's kind of a shitty and insulting thing to say, but it's like they made this show for, like, kids and teenagers who have parents that don't give a shit what they watch, and they're allowed to just, like, watch anything. It feels like that's who this is gonna appeal to. This is gonna appeal to people that are not supposed to be watching it, but they have no parental supervision, so they can just watch it anyway, and they think it's amazing. Like, I don't know. I can't believe this got made, if I'm being completely honest. Again, see the potential. Can't believe it actually happened, though. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, and as always, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, see you in the next video. Peace!